To the show. Welcome to Paradise FM. Welcome to
Thank
the
you.
360 show. It's an honor, of course, to have you on this platform. Yeah, tonight we're going to be talking about you, first of all, because I think Sora is somebody who, of course, doesn't appear on the media that much. Even though I don't remember when you come to the Gambia and you start going to media talking about your music. Does that happen frequently when you come to the Gambia?
Um, it's not that frequent, but
Uh-huh.
I have done a lot of interviews with different DJs,
Mm-hmm.
and because Gambia is such a small country, so we
Yeah,
all
sure.
like one big family, And
That's
then
true.
so you meet somebody who say people like Danny Constant or Madame call you be like, hey, pass by,
Mhm.
come to this, have this interview and stuff.
That's
So you
cool.
pass by and have a moment,
Mhm.
and then because yeah, I think Paradise, I don't think I have done anything in Paradise, even though Haruna is well, I've known him since I was young because
Mhm.
actually Haruna's mom live we're in the same neighborhood, so
Oh,
I grew up
oh,
going to Haruna's
oh,
mom's house. So
oh,
Haruna's younger brothers and sisters, they all my good
beautiful,
friends.
beautiful, beautiful.
But yeah. I think this the first time on Paradise.
This is the first time on Paradise FM.
I think so. I might be wrong, but I might
But
be
it's all
wrong.
good.
I
It's
don't
all
know.
good. But this is the one that you can remember, so we can say this is the first time.
Oh yes. Oh, this is the first one. Yes.
Yeah. Welcome to the show once again.
Thank you.
To me, I think you don't appear on media that frequently. But beside that, let's talk about you. Let's talk about Sora. Your name is it's a household in Gambian music when it comes to Kora instrument and singing. But it's been a while. I can say I've been singing anywhere where you know people trying to highlight where Sora came from, what actually inspired him to pick up the Kora. I know you are from a Jali family, you are from a Gilead
Yeah.
family, but along the line there are some there must be some things that actually inspire you along the line. I want to know where it all started.
Yeah, that's a very good question actually.
Mhm.
That would is a good question, but it's a very I mean, it's something that I cannot put into words, because because I was born in the family of a griot, of course, that comes
Mhm.
in, and
Mhm.
but having both sides, my mom's side and
Mhm.
my dad's side. My
Mhm.
father is a Kora player, Gambian Kora player.
Mhm.
My mom,
Mhm.
who's Gambian, was born in Senegal, so
Mhm.
I'm sure you heard the name of like Solo Suso, Solo
So.
Suso.
Mhm.
Yeah, he passed away about a year ago. May his
Oh,
soul
I'm
rest in
sorry
peace.
for that.
So I come from both sides of great Kora players,
Mhm.
mom's side and father's side. So
Oh,
every household I go to, there's Koras and
let's
everything.
cover
So
that.
I was in the middle of it, so I
Mhm.
couldn't escape.
Mhm.
That's one thing. But at the
Mhm.
same time, Kora is an instrument that I really love
Mhm.
personally,
Mhm.
and I connect with it. And I'm
Mhm.
I'm sure a lot of people love the Kora because of the sound of it. I
Mhm.
mean, I fall in love with the sound of the Kora,
Mhm.
and I was really interested, and to the point where when I come back from school,
Mhm.
I don't touch my books anymore.
Mhm.
I always go straight to the Kora. I don't play football or like TV games and all this stuff. I'm
I
always with
know.
the Kora.
Mhm.
So I'm not saying this to discourage the kids. Go to school, do
Mhm.
education. That's very
If you're
important.
from school, go and read your books. Then you can
Exactly.
have a lesser time for Quora.
Exactly. But I was a full-time Kora
Quora
person. I
play.
was I was into
Mhm.
the Kora and also percussion. So I think it's just like a natural
Mhm.
thing. I mean, also I believe it's in the DNA because it's in
Mhm.
the blood.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
automatically I'm attracted to it.
Mhm.
Automatically I feel connected to it.
Mhm.
Automatically there's a love for it. So
Mhm.
it become my toy.
Mhm.
It's like my everyday toy.
You
And
know,
that's how it is.
beautiful, beautiful. I just asked to get your point because I understand you grew up from a music environment. When you
Yeah.
turn left is music, right is music. So obviously, there's no
I
doubt
couldn't
that
escape.
you'll be inspired by your parents. But it's all good. When did you actually started? When did you actually start playing the kora professionally and performing it professionally?
Unfortunately, I mean, this started at the okay.
Mhm.
when I was growing up,
Mm-hmm.
because I have a sister
Mm-hmm.
called Binta. I mean, if you heard Sabali Kano, I think I heard you play
Sabali
it.
Kano. Yeah, I played it
So that
before
female
the
voice,
connection went off.
that female voice, that's my sister. We share the same
Oh.
mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
That's my elder sister.
Mm-hmm.
So me and her, when how I was learning the Kora, I was playing the Kora and she was singing. So we used to rehearse together all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to the point where my dad, our
Mm-hmm.
dad, used to take us to the hotel when he go and perform.
Mm-hmm.
So we start doing this, and sometimes when my father travel abroad and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
so they will ask me to kind of cover some of his concerts
Mm-hmm.
in Gambia. And then so everything grew, yeah, started like that. So taking it as professionally, I mean, it's just naturally. I mean, I just start playing. I'm here, I'm there, I'm there. And
Mm-hmm.
before I know it, I'm here, I'm there,
Mm-hmm.
I'm over
Mm-hmm.
there. So it would be hard to say I started this time because it's always been part of my life, and I always seen it as my profession. I've
Mm-hmm.
always seen it as my career, and I've
Mm-hmm.
always seen it like this is something I want to do for a
Mm-hmm.
living. This is what I
Mm-hmm.
want to take on and take it seriously
Mm-hmm.
and learn more and develop and go places with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it's been, developing and growing and growing up to date.
Beautiful, beautiful. When did you actually left Gambia for? Are you in UK right now?
Yeah, yes,
When
I'm in the
did you
UK.
left Gambia for UK?
I left Gambia in 2004.
2004.
Yeah, because my brother, elder brother,
Mm-hmm.
put together a band here.
In
He's a great
UK.
choral player. Yeah, so he basically invited me. I was going to school. I was in Muslim high school. So that was my
Mm-hmm.
that was my grade 11 well, after the first time exam.
Mm-hmm.
After the first time exams, and
Mm-hmm.
then so I had to come to England. So it was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, come for 6 months, try it out, and then go back to
Mm-hmm.
Gambia, go back to school. I
Mm-hmm.
said, great. So when I came here, so I didn't come here as a choral player. I came to
Mm-hmm.
England as a percussionist because I was playing percussion
Oh,
like
wow,
djembe,
wow.
like sabar, like tama, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
really interested in not just the choral, but I love the sabar,
Mm-hmm.
I love the djembe, the
Mm-hmm.
bukarebu, the seuruba,
Mm-hmm. Oh, you
all
play
this
all
stuff,
those things.
all those stuff. So I came to England to play this in my
Mm-hmm.
brother's band. So I
Mm-hmm.
was the drummer.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came, we did tour around Europe, and people love what we were doing. They love the band. So I went to Gambia, and they said, "Oh, you're gonna have to come back again because they are requesting for the band to go on tour again."
It
So
seems
I
like you
came
left a
back.
space in the band there.
Exactly. So I keep coming back and doing 8 months tour, go to
Yeah.
Gambia
Mm-hmm.
for 3, 4 months. I come back
Mm-hmm.
again, do 1 year. So this is
Mm-hmm.
how it's been back and
Mm-hmm.
forth for some time. And then
Mm-hmm.
obviously if you go in and coming to a place, you
Mm-hmm.
obviously make some connection,
Sure.
you make some friends,
Mm-hmm.
some links and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, so I start, making links with other musicians and at
Mm-hmm.
the same time playing with my brother. I
Mm-hmm.
start creating my own kind of band here and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, just to kind of develop and also
Mm-hmm.
learn
Mm-hmm.
from other musicians too, because my dream was not just to be a choral player, only traditional choral player. I want to be able to open up and to be
Mm-hmm.
able to play with the Chinese and the Indians and the Arab, and you know what I mean?
I've seen one of your
So
video. You and the Malians were playing Kora and they were singing.
yeah,
Is it
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Malians?
I mean,
I
oh
think
yeah, no, from Zimbabwe. Because I've done stuff with Malians, with
Zim,
Zimbabweans, with
yes.
Chinese, with Indians. I love fusion. This is what I love. I love to
You
take
know
the
what
Kora to,
Mhm.
yeah,
You know what I
sorry.
don't understand? You left Gambia very early, around
Yeah,
2000 and is it
4.
4? Huh? Around
Yeah,
2000, 2004. Huh?
2004. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, you left Gambia around 2004. Still up to date. You your cultural music, your Kora ethics are still with you, and I've seen you play it several times, listened to your songs. Still, still now you having that touch of your culture. I was thinking like spending so many years in a foreign land will have an influence to your music. What is the secret behind it?
Okay, the secret behind it, nothing beats
Mhm,
you being yourself because the foreign, this is them,
mhm,
and they are proud of them.
mhm,
And then yeah, what they have. And me too, I come from a place where it's got a very, very rich music. And if I have to follow their stuff, I'm not special anymore. I'm not original. I'm copying, right?
Sure.
So, and then my culture, the sound of where I come from is so beautiful, and I recognize that, and I love it personally. Inside my bone, my soul, everywhere, I love it. You know what I mean?
It's beautiful.
So it is beautiful. So you have
Uh,
to know
mhm,
your culture. You have to,
mhm.
know, yeah, what you've got, and then you have
Okay,
to.
Sora, let's go for a short commercial break. Then when we are back, we're gonna hit it up from right there. Yeah, let's go for a
No problem.
short commercial break because I think then the radio also needs to eat. Yeah.
No problem. Of course, of course.
Okay, let's go.
360 Soul.
Kode kanula mandi,
It's Drumline Music.
kode kanula mandi. Te Sura Susso fakuli komedi fakuli deva. Unamolo, kula ketana mi enjakali, mi embalafa, ngamole de mi enkanu ngakanu para.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back from that short commercial break right there. Just to remind you, listening to the 360 show that comes your way every Tuesday from the hour of 8 to 10 p.m. My name is Master Fo. Tonight I'm joined by Sura Susso all the way from, of course, UK. Yeah, I think before the commercials caught us, we were talking about how you managed to preserve that Gambian, your culture in a foreign land before the commercials cut us. Then you can pick it up
Yeah.
from there. You try to explain something.
Oh yeah. I was like, girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the Gambian traditional, what I would say, West African, the Manding, the Manding, which includes, because all these traditional, because I have so much interest in the Mandinka culture, the Wolof, the Fula, the Jola. I think all these cultures, they have amazing music, amazing tradition. So I mean, I kind of have that and just put it away and pick up something else that's not me. So I'm proud of where I come from, and I'm proud of my music and my culture, and the kind of music I actually grow around with. But at the same time, I'm open-minded to also to learn, because you cannot only be in your little bubble and don't want to get out. You want to also see what's out there. And then, obviously, yeah, bring you some like new ideas, to kind of develop your own. And then, yeah, but first of all, I love my culture, and
That's
so
beautiful.
like that's the one.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful. I think it's because of the love. That's why still now you preserving that culture, that ethics that surround within that surrounds the Kora. Uh,
yeah.
I will say this. Sometimes you performed just playing the Kora without talking. How does that feel to you? Like not singing, but just playing the Kora? Because
It's
sometimes I
therapeutic,
see you enjoying yourself playing that Kora more than even the people that are on the audience watching you. And several times
That's
I
true.
observed that from you.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I mean, the Kora is such a powerful instrument, and like the saying goes, who feels it knows it.
Knows it. That's true. I think
So
that's the
that's
perfect
really the
answer for it.
definition of it.
I think that's the perfect answer.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this as well.
Yeah,
I don't know how true is this, but
yeah.
it used to be. I can say it's still a rumor. They say it sometimes. You say Sora play for the Queen's family. Is this true? You sometimes play
This is
Kora for the Queen's
true.
family.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is true. Motherland.
We were talking about you enjoying yourself more than the audience.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think the simple answer is that you said who feels it knows it.
yeah.
I
Because it's
think that's
deep.
the perfect
Because
answer,
it's
it,
deep,
right?
man.
I
It's
think
deep.
that's the perfect answer for it. Who feels it knows it. You know what I'm saying?
Because,
And another thing,
yeah,
just I just ask you, how does this happen? this might be a a concern thing to Gambians. They want to know how this thing happened, how Sora play Kora to the Queen's family.
How it happened was through my work. I mean, because I do a lot of shows like in the UK.
Hmm.
So it's about people that seen my concert, and then this actually it was a friend of mine actually
Hmm.
who works in the, because it was the beginning. It was actually he was in the opening of the Manchester because the Queen was going on like a Jubilee tour, was touring the country,
Hmm.
and then so they suggested that my music would be perfect for her.
Hmm.
And then so I was contacted, and at that time I had two shows on the same day, which was
Oh.
to play for the UN guys in Rome or to play
Mhm.
for the Queen in England. So I was like, wow, if I have to choose one, I said, well,
You don't
sorry,
if
Rome.
you suspend the Queen, they're going to deport you back to the Gambia.
So yeah, and I went there, and then it
Uh-huh.
was quite interesting because when I was playing, like I said, the power of Kora, and then the
Mhm.
Queen husband came up to me,
Mhm.
to have a chat,
Mhm.
because he wanted to know what this instrument is.
Mhm.
And I have to explain because he was shocked when I say this is a Gambian instrument because he was imagining maybe it's
Yeah, it's from
it's like
UK. It's
European
from
invented.
I know.
Exactly. So to even imagine an African person would be
Mhm.
can think of creating something like this, you know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, it was he was really really impressed, and we had
Mhm.
a really I think we chatted for like 2 minutes, about the instrument and how it's made and the bit of
Mhm.
history behind it,
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, but then also at the same time, playing for the Queen, playing for the family, whatever is, and then playing for Master Four for me is the same thing. You know what I mean? So that's why
Oh, it's
for
same
me it's not a
thing.
big deal. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? It's because Kora is not about who have something, who doesn't have something. Even though traditionally the Kora was playing for the kings and this
Mhm.
and that,
Queens. Mhm.
but my take is like, hey, Master 4 is as important. So I play for Master 4. When I play for Master 4, I'll play for him like I'm playing for the King of the Kings.
Thank you, brother. Beautiful. I just want to understand the context, but it's all clear. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Now let's talk about your recent song. Let's talk about Mulu. Mulu.
yeah, yeah,
It's a song that actually I can say it will reflect to a lot of people that have been silent and have gone through that experience.
yeah.
So far, when you release the song, what are some of the response you have been receiving from people? Because I will come to you. Maybe it's your story, it's not. But how is the feedback from the people regarding that song, Mulu?
Um, it's good
Mhm.
because we have a lot of messages about people that I just been through the same problem, and then basically sharing their stories.
Mhm.
And most of those stories were very 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 familiar. As in, being a Gambian, I mean,
Mhm.
we all know if
Mhm.
this happened to us, but we know somebody who been through it and
Mhm.
telling us
Mhm.
about it. So
Mhm.
it's something that it's like a stories that are very very familiar,
Mhm.
but um, yeah. So really really sad stories. I've been hearing a lot of sad stories and then some stories that actually inspire me as well, and then it's just made me really sad that we at this day and age we still living with this mentality, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? And it's sad,
It's sad.
and I really wish
Okay,
that
okay. I just want to ask
all these
you:
things. Yeah,
have this thing ever happens to you?
sorry. Yeah,
It
this
happens. It
yes, this
happens to
happened to me
you.
before.
It happens to you.
Yeah, Babaka. Yeah,
uh,
this actually happened to me. Yeah, this actually happened to me. Yeah, and it's really sad because I've been hearing about it, but then it happened to me. It
mm.
was a total shock. I mean,
Okay, okay. Let me ask: are you married right now? Oh, you're
Right
not
now,
yet.
currently, no, no,
You're
no.
not married.
I'm not married. No.
Oh, okay. So this thing
Yeah,
happens
I'm
to
not
you
married.
recently, so badly.
Well, basically, and then, I'm not gonna go deep about it, but
Yeah, I will
it
understand. I
happened
will
to
understand.
me, and then, like I said, with the Kora, who feels it knows it.
Sure.
So it actually made sense for me to kind of, even though, I mean, my text, what I wrote was very deep, but
Mm-hmm.
then my dad was like, you have to take some of these things out.
Uh,
And then yeah. So my dad was like, you have to take some of this text
mhm,
out.
mhm.
Just keep it, just leave people with their mind
Yeah,
to
sure.
kind of relate to it. But the text was really,
Mhm,
yeah, deeper than it is.
mhm.
But
Uh,
yeah, but yeah, but yeah.
oh, I thought it was somebody's story, but I was imagining in my head maybe it's Sora, but definitely I got it right.
Who feels it knows it.
Who feels it knows it. But I'm sorry for that, though. I'm sorry for that. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Hey,
beautiful song. It's a beautiful song.
thank
I know a
you.
lot of people are sitting down who actually experience it, and it's actually very hard to move on when something bad, when something of this kind happens to you, because you
Yeah,
you don't know where to start again because it's frustrating. Picturing yourself with somebody and getting into somewhere else, and you've been blocked because of certain things. It's really frustrating. So I understand a lot of people might detach their story to it. You know what I'm saying? Now let's talk about
yeah,
uh, let's talk about, you sent me an album recently. I was
yeah.
I was surprised. There are a whole lot of bunch of tracks that I didn't even see online. It's just only on is it this website Bandcamp.
Eh, Bandcamp, yeah. Right.
When was this
But
out?
that Okay, this album was released in 2011. This I think I was what 23, 22,
Mhm.
23 when I released this album. But it was on all the major platforms,
The
and
other
then
platforms.
then I changed management, and I had to put some of the stuff down. But
Oh,
everything is back on now
that's
on
I think that's the
iTunes.
reason. I think that's the reason because
Yeah, but it's all back on now.
I went online
Yeah,
to check. I went to YouTube to check most of your recent works, the works
yeah,
that you have been doing. But it seems like I've been seeing the old songs, the old features.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but then this song Silakan is
Hmm.
now available in all the
Digital platforms.
all the major digital outlets. Now
Hmm.
you will be able to listen to it on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, and all the rest of it.
What's the name of the album?
It's called Silakan,
Silakan.
Sila, come in Silokan, but it
Silokan. Okay,
Silakan,
Silakan.
yeah, but S I
I
L
think
A space
I
K
think we
A
need
N G.
I think we need to arrange this because we actually bouncing out of time, but we need to arrange this to just specifically talk about this project because
Silakan, yeah.
I was like, no, we're going to talk about Molu and some of what
Molo.
he have been doing, but I'm going to schedule again. We talk about Silakan, but in brief,
Sure.
tell us about Silakan.
Yeah, Silicon was my debut album, and it was me experimenting different sounds. And again,
Mhm,
from where I come from.
mhm,
So it features Baba Gale Kante, who is an amazing flutist. He's a flute player from Guinea Conakry,
mhm,
who
mhm,
lives in the UK.
mhm,
And then my brother Siku Keita, who is also featured in one of the
mhm,
tracks.
mhm,
My sister Binta Suso, and then
mhm,
you have. So basically, that tracks I Yeah, so basically that track I did the Kora, well obviously, and then the percussions,
mhm,
all the other stuff. So I just had
mhm.
a bass player playing some of the songs, and then
Mhm.
so
Sora,
it was like all like made.
we out of time. The time is finished. But I wish we could have more
Oh,
time. But you
no
can
problem.
say bye bye to the citizens. They are listening. You can say just a short message.
Yeah. Lots of loves, and coronavirus is here, so just stay safe and keep wearing your masks and social
Mhm.
distancing. Even though we say there's no corona in Gambia, why? Fagaru Morgan Faju.
Faju.
So let's just keep that in mind. And I love you all, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Sora. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining us.
yeah.
It's a pleasure
Thank you
to
for
have
having
you
me, Mr.
on
Fool.
the show. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.